Welcome back. This is the end of the fourth week and the beginning of month 2. So starting now, you're going to get my videos monthly, not weekly. So now is a good time for us to step back and refocus on the big picture. Imagine it's a year from today and you've just had an awesome year. What does this awesome year look like for you? At work, are there certain key projects or targets you want to accomplish? What do you want to achieve related to career growth? And what's important for you outside of work? In order to make this an awesome year, what do you want to do or achieve related to your health, time spent with friends and family, community, faith, home, hobbies, and recreation? Having these goals in place is key for motivation. They provide the spark, the energy that keeps us resilient when things get challenging. If it's been a while since you spent time goal setting, you'll see an awesome exercise in this email, and I really encourage you to do this in the next few days. Which brings us to priority mapping. As you may recall from the workshop, a priority map is a highly visible, easy to understand plan that answers the question, in order for me to make this an awesome year, here's what I want to accomplish this month. And even if your longer term goals aren't always that clear, it's useful to get our heads out of the day-to-day, look further ahead, and consider what we want to do sooner so that we're less crunched later. It's not long-term planning, and it's not daily or weekly planning either. It's that often ignored middle ground of intermediate planning. Priority mapping is best done monthly or bi-monthly and has 3 main components. The first is a 15 to 30 minutes of stepping back, thinking and answering that question, in order for me to make this an awesome year, what do I want to get done this month? Which also includes what's changed since the last time I did this. The second component is using a tool that captures this thinking, makes it clear, and keeps it inside and in mind where we see it all the time. It just like a roadmap, it helps us easily see where we are relative to where we want to go and what the next few streets or steps will be. You can use the priority map I've attached or whatever other tool you like, a whiteboard, etc. Old school, simple, tends to work well because they stay visible. Be careful about planning, pressing save and close, and then forgetting to look at it. The third main component to doing a priority map, and maybe most important, is a short and sweet aligning conversation with our leader, using the priority map to double check that we're on the same page. Now, by spending the time doing this priority map, you'll find that it feels great to do the thinking, get clear, and get this stuff out of our heads and down where we see it. Our workload will feel less overwhelming, and that alone makes it worth the time. And having our priority map in front of us, where we see it, is extremely useful because it helps remind us of our most important, longer-term, strategic priorities. Even though things are busy and hectic, it keeps them in sight and in mind. And as a result, you'll find you get more of them done. And when we create our priority map, we're identifying our top priorities, and then we're breaking them down into more manageable, more specific monthly objectives. And now that we've got our monthly objectives in place, it becomes a lot easier to break these down into bite-sized weekly and daily next steps, which we can then add in as part of our daily and weekly planning. And maybe most importantly, as things change, and as the world wants to add more projects and priorities to our workload, our priority map helps us negotiate and clearly, rationally explain to others what will be impacted if and when these new things are put on our plate. So your next steps in the next 4 to 5 working days, block off in your calendar a 30-minute window. Pick a time, likely the morning for most people, where you have good mental energy. And also identify a space, a coffee shop, an office, a room 1 floor up or 1 floor down, a place where you won't be distracted for that 30 minutes. And yes, turn your phone off when you do this. Thank you for your diligence and commitment to this, and see you in 1 month.